All right, let's just jump right in. We've all felt it, right? That massive, kind of unavoidable wave of change called artificial intelligence. It's not some far off thing on the horizon anymore. It's here. It's crashed on the shore. And really, the only question left is how are we going to ride it? And this is the real question, isn't it? Let's forget all the technical stuff for a second. The code, the algorithms. How do we actually relate to this thing? Is it just a tool we pick up and use? Is it more like a colleague we collaborate with? Or is it a rival we need to watch out for? What we're finding is that the answer is super personal. And that brings us right to the core idea of this whole explainer. So much of the conversation around AI is about processing power and data sets. But what if we're kind of missing the point? What if the biggest challenges and the biggest opportunities aren't technical at all? They're human. It's about psychology, about how we connect, and really about understanding ourselves. So, if we want to understand that human side, you know what we've got to do? We have to listen. When you cut through all the noise and the hype, what are people actually thinking and feeling? Well, the responses are, let's just say, all over the map, and they are absolutely fascinating. So, let's start with a feeling I think a lot of us can relate to, just being a little apprehensive. We're hearing things like, it scares me, or people just see danger. One person put it perfectly. It's overwhelming. And look, that is a completely valid response to a technology that is moving at lightning speed. But then, for every voice of concern, there's another one that is just buzzing with excitement. You see these big, powerful words pop up, things like the future, or just a simple, pure wow, an innovation. It's this incredible sense of possibility, right? That feeling of being right on the edge of something totally revolutionary. And then, of course, you've got the competitive angle. Some people, and you see this a lot in professional settings, they look at AI and they don't see a tool, they see a direct rival. They see something that could, potentially compete for their job. And yet, on the complete other end of that spectrum, you see people describing AI with words you'd never expect. They're calling it an ally or their business coach. And this one really gets me, like a secret friend. I mean, wow. It's not just a tool anymore, it's being seen as a confident, a real partner. So, what do you do with all these wildly different points of view? Fear, excitement, rivalry, friendship. How can they all be true? Well, it points to this really powerful idea. Our relationship with AI isn't just about what it can do, it's about how we connect with it. It's a two-way street. There's actually a perfect word for this: symbiosis. Yeah, I know, it might take you back to high school biology class, but it fits perfectly. It's not about one thing taking from the other. No, it's a real partnership where both sides bring something to the table, and both sides end up better for it. Okay, now if you take only one thing away from all this, please let it be this. This quote just perfectly nails what that symbiosis thing looks like in the real world. The AI is basically a mirror. If you give it lazy, simple prompts, guess what? You're going to get lazy, simple answers. But if you speak to it with detail, with clarity, with a little bit of context, the results can be mind-blowing. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. We get what we put in. The quality of the output is a direct reflection of the quality of our input. So we're not just passive users clicking buttons here. No way. We're active co-creators in this whole process. So when people start to have that mindset shift, when they go from being fearful to being a co-creator, what does that actually look like day to day? How are people really using this stuff? Well, get ready because the applications are just exploding in every single direction you can imagine. On one hand, you've got some seriously high-level professional uses. I mean, people are feeding it these super complex legal documents, getting it to analyze company declarations, and even asking it to draft up entire employment contracts. But then, on the flip side, you have something so deeply personal. People are literally using AI as a personal counselor, for advice on love and life. The contrast there is just wild, and it shows you how incredibly versatile this technology is. It's just as comfortable with legal jargon as it is with human feelings. And of course, there's the everyday business stuff. For tons of people, it's already become an absolutely essential tool for writing social media posts, dreaming up ad campaigns, and knocking out customer emails. And then you have this, which I gotta say is just fantastic. Somebody literally used AI to make a meme of their friend. I love this. It's such a great reminder that this powerful, world-changing technology is also just a tool for creativity, for humor, and for simple human connection. And honestly, the list just goes on and on. People are using it to redesign their living room, to generate a whole branding package for a new company, to get a second opinion on a medical diagnosis, even to plan their diet for the week or act as their personal travel agent. It's weaving itself into the very fabric of our lives. And seeing all of this, well, it brings us to the most important point of all. It makes it crystal clear that the future of AI isn't some fixed, predetermined thing. It's being built right now, today, by all of us. And it really feels like we're at a fork in the road. Down one path, there's this incredible utopian vision, right? One of co-creation, of unlocking human potential and creating prosperity. But then there's the other path, the dystopian one, a future of surveillance, fake reality, and power in the hands of a few. But here's the kicker. The technology itself doesn't choose the path. We do. The humans using it, interacting with it, building with it, we are the ones making the choice. Every prompt we write, every app we build, every ethical line we decide to draw, it's all pushing us toward one future or the other. Which brings us right back to where we started. That giant wave is here. You can't stop it, but you can choose how you engage with it. Are you going to let it overwhelm you? Are you going to try to fight against it? Or are you going to learn to work with it, to co-create with it, and surf it toward a future that you actually want to live in? The choice really is ours.